Hi YouTube, it's your girl, it's your boy, it's your non-binary, Thempire Ian, back at it again with another YouTube video. So I've been wondering how to make more YouTube content. YouTube content creation takes a lot of effort and a lot of work unless I get you to do the work and effort for me. So I went on twitter.com and I asked you all a question. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? And now we're going to take a look at them. Isn't that fun? Doesn't that sound fun? Won't you join me? Let's go. Alright, so to kick things off, I wanted to make sure I was doing my fair share of the work. And I showed you my favorite card, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Just amazing design. Look at the big guy. He doesn't have legs. He's moving too fast for legs, but he does have gigantic arms. Crystals all over the place. Love to see it. Very fast, very speedy. Design-wise, though, I'm sure he has a negate. Every boss monster needs a negate. But also, you gain attack equal to the destroyed monster's attack that you have negated the effect of. And then when you battle a level 5 or higher monster, you gain attack equal to the attack of that monster. And so you're always doing 3,000 damage against big bunguses, which is so fun. I just love the card design of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. It's so fun. But it's not just me. This is about us and about you making content for me. So let's take a look at what you guys have put on offer. All right, so Guilford the Legend, terrible card. Cannot be special summoned. Why? I don't know. Its effect allows you to equip spell cards from your graveyard to warrior monsters, as many as possible. Sure. Go ahead, go for it. United my stand, thank you. Then we have Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. Sorry, it's double for some reason. Is an interesting card because this card is expensive beyond its use. People were thinking this card was going to be crazy, and it really just feels bad to summon. It requires 3 monsters every time, as opposed to some Link monsters which require, not 3 monsters if you have other Link monsters. Like you can make a access code talker off of a Nightmare Unicorn and any other monster, and that's really good. This guy you have to use 3 monsters for, and it just doesn't work. But he's so expensive. He's had 2 printings, and both of them, one of them's a ghost rare. and it's just bad. It's just bad. It's a bad card that's way too expensive. And then Vivian, he got the Archfiend, the Dragon Archfiends. I can't. Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon is such a cool card. I love basically the sequel to Red Eye's Black Metal Dragon, because you have that anime card that was exclusively used because of some weird thing that happened in the anime that they decided to make into a card so that the card design would actually function like it did in the anime. But then they made an upgrade to Red Eye's, so they had to make an upgrade to Red Eye's Darkness Dragon to make it a metal as well. But then they gave it one of the most busted effects, and then they had to ban it, and then they eroded it, and now it kind of sucks. But it's still not bad. It's not the worst thing. It's kind of cool. Very cool design though. I like all the Red Eyes designs. There's not a bad one, really, except for maybe Red Eyes Gearfried. Contrast Hero Chaos. This guy is just sent. As you can see here in the side, just Sentai. It's just Sentai. It's fun though. The hero cards kind of span the gamut of different hero archetypes from around the world. And this guy's a fun one. Are there any other contrast heroes? I don't know. Monarch Stormforth, very funny card. Just tribute your opponent's monster for your own tribute summon. Just very funny. Incredibly funny. And the fact that you can use it with anything. Like, this is not just Monarch support, it's Big Bungus support. Borreload Savage Dragon is really cool design. It encourages you to use links while also being a synchro monster. It has limited negates based on the link monster used. And it just looks cool. It just looks cool. I like the card design. I like the art design of it. I think it's pretty cool. Yubel. Yubel is on here a few times. The classic non-binary representation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, censored a little bit in the English version because they had to get rid of the one booba. What could I say about Yubel? I could say it misses timing. Why? I don't fucking know. Neo, Blue Eyes, Ultimate Dragon, Haru. This card is ass, but it's so funny. I love Big Bunguses. You love Big Bunguses. That's why we're together. Blue Eyes are fun. Dragon Maids. Everyone loves a Dragon Maid. They're a fun little archetype for people who like waifus. Which I don't mind waifus, so. As long as you don't go overboard with the waifus. Wing Weaver is interesting, not because it's good or anything. It's actually a terrible card. But because it's a girl that doesn't look like a 12-year-old. It's not standard anime in any way, shape, or form, which is really interesting. But that's just how old cards were. More Dragon Maids. I'm gonna skip over that. Stardust Dragon. As far as one of the first synchro monsters, incredible start. It is just a really, in the era that it was printed, a very powerful card. Cool design. Just really nice. Yusei chose a good ace monster. What can I say? There's VTuber Yubel asking us to guess. Let me see here. But actually, it turns out it could be any one of these, but actually it's all of them. Because Yubel loves playing Adamancipators, funnily enough. Teardrop the Rika Queen. This is going to be seeing a little bit more play in the coming months. Because Sun Avalon uses this. Sun Avalon Therion, I should specify, uses this card, and it's pretty good. Incredible boss monster for an archetype that's just not very impressive, unfortunately. Familiar Possessed Wind. I love all the Charmers as far as art goes. They just have such a nice style to them. The artist, who we do know, I don't know her name off the top of my head. Unlike most Yu-Gi-Oh art, we do actually know who made this, just because of how unique the style is. And yeah, they're just gorgeous, all of them. Magical Hats, very weird card, because you summon spells and traps as monsters, face down, which is just a nightmare. It's just off, but you have to bring this, because it's in the anime, you have to bring it in. Very funny. Not very good, though. Mind on Air is a card I like. I've never fucking heard of in my goddamn life. Your opponent must play with their hand revealed. Is a really weird effect. But like the stat line on a tribute monster, just awful. It's Dark Spellcaster, though. Can you do anything with that in Dark Magician? It doesn't matter. Knowing your opponent's hand isn't that impactful. Zark. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Zark or is it Z-Arc? Supreme King. I'll just call it Supreme King. The Supreme Kings are funny because they're just like everything combined with a pendulum monster. big bunguses aplenty. Very funny. Anime cards, am I right? And then we have Cyber Dragon Nova and Cyber Dragon Infinity. I mean, look at it. It's so cool. Easily the coolest Cyber Dragon card. I love how they incorporated the black of the card back of, or not card, you know, the card layout of Ixie's monsters into the design of Cyber Dragon Infinity and Cyber Dragon Nova. And then the effect is just really cool. I mean, obviously you have the negate, because every boss monster has to have a negate. But the fact that you could just take a monster and attach it to this card as material, and you gain 200 attack for each one, that's cool design. That's pretty cool. And then Nova, Nova's not as interesting, but the fact that you can use it to get Infinity out is nice. Return from the Different Dimension is a very classic card. Very busted. Rest in piss, you won't be missed. But I love the art of it, because you just have all the DD characters falling out of the hole in the sky. Gem Knight Master Diamond and Super Quantum Mech King. Both good choices. I mean, Gem Knight Master Diamond's ability to replicate effects of fusion, I think it's fusion Gem Knights in the grave, is really cool. Unfortunately, you know, that when you have an effect that replicates an effect in the graveyard, it ends up being broken 9 times out of 10. But it's still cool. And the Quantums are fun. I like Power Rangers, and so just a Megazord. Fuck yeah, I'll take a Megazord. Then we have the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, I think. I cannot read that text right there. Thank you, Gold Rares. As far as like a Galaxy Eyes Dragon goes, this one's probably one of the coolest designs of them. It looks like Necrozma with like red highlights. I like it. Decoyroid. Shout out to Decoyroid. The Synchro monster, Junk Warrior. I like Junk Warrior. He's a funny little guy. More importantly, he is actually a really important part of the Synchron deck. So he's still playable, kinda, in a way. Sometimes you just need another 5. Chaos Ancient Gear Giant. Arc has used Chaos Ancient Gear Giant to great effect in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament that we are still in the process of running. So I'm, of course, he's here. Linear Equation Cannon, a funny one. It's fucking math. It's math, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. No, I gotta read this whole thing to you. During the battle phase, declare a whole number from 1 to 6. Choose one effect monster your opponent controls. Multiply the effect monster's level times the declared number. Then add the number of cards your opponent controls and check if the result equals the number of cards in your graveyard. If yes, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard up to the declared number, and if you do, shuffle cards your opponent controls into the deck up to the number set to the graveyard. If no, you lose life points equal to declared number times 500. What? Pardon? You really gotta... This is a card for people who can do 5D chess on the fly. It is not very good, though. Geomathematic Final Sigma is probably better known for its use in Virtual World than its use in MathMex, but a pretty cool boss monster nonetheless. Arrival Cyber's Adagnister. I love Adagnister, and it's because of the Arrival. The Arrival is just so fucking cool. The fact that it gets attack equal to 1,000 times the number of link materials used for its link summon. Just so cool. Then it's unaffected by card effects. Just a tower. Unaffected tower. And it's as big a tower as you can make it. And then it also special summons tokens. just for fun. Really cool card. I love it. All right. Trapeze Magician. He's a clown. That's certainly a clown. Madolche fresh to start. Yeah, Madolches are pretty playable. A funny little archetype of funny little guys and gals, and everything in between. And then again, the rival Cyber Satagnister. Blackluster Soldier Super Soldier is a better version of Blackluster Soldier, but not that good. It's like, we have to make a powerful version of Blackluster Soldier. Let's make it vaguely powerful. It's so bad. It just it doesn't do much. Like it does damage to your opponent equal to the attack of monsters it destroys. So it has like the effect of Flare Wingman, a card that was never good when it was printed in the GX era. Then if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Gaia the Fierce Knight, which means you have to play Gaia the Fierce Knight cards as well as Blackluster Soldier cards. It's just so bad. Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. It's got a lot of tentacles. I can't really tell what's going on with it, honestly. It's a little busy. But I guess that's what happens when you have to keep making bigger and bigger boss monster upgrades. And then Colossus. How dare you? How dare you bring Colossus into this? I fucking hate this guy. He's so good. He's such a good card. Old Entity Hastor. The Elder Entity cards are all kind of neat. Except for Entis, because Entis is basically just used as a I'll just send it to the grave and activate its effect card for Dogmatica stuff, which is kind of lame. But it's a neat idea for sure. This one's probably the most interesting because it takes control of one of the opponent's monsters by equipping itself to it. So it's basically like a Gradle kinda, but also good luck making a level 4 Synchro monster. Change of Heart, just classic. Also, if your favorite card is Change of Heart, I see you, Bakura. I see you, Bakura. Also, this card is never coming back. Too broken. Wind Up Shark. I love Wind Up Shark. It's just a funny little shark. Look at it. It's just a funny little shark. You can't complain about a funny little shark. Classic Blackluster Soldier. Just really nice design. One thing about it though is that in the official printing, it looks like it's got the right way it's rendered makes it look like one of those stickers that had the air pocket in it, so it was like squishy. It's like a squishy sticker. Love Black Rose Dragon. Black Rose Dragon is just so fucking cool. And you get roses, you get dragons. What more could you want? But also card design wise, it was a crazy card. I mean, back when it was first made, it was just a board clearer. Just you make it clear the board, including itself. But who cares? You can do things now. Like you just cleared out your opponent's field. Really cool design. I love Black Rose Dragon. Melfi's. This Melfi is terrible, but it's also cute, just like all of them. All of them are cute. Blackluster Soldier again. Naturia Bamboo Shoot. The card that makes everyone go, uh-oh, whenever they print new Naturia cards. I mean, like, that's probably about it. I mean, it's got a nice design. I like the little munchkins there. But if this card is ever good, which I don't think it will be, but if this card is ever good, it's going to be a problem. Because it just prevents your opponent from using spells and traps as long as it stays on the field if you tribute summoned it. So if you find a good way to tribute summon out this Naturia Bamboo Shoot, yeah. Although specifically it has to be a Naturia monster you tribute, so that it does limit it some. But still, Not something I ever want to see meta. It's my pal Ruby Carbuncle. Just a funny little guy. Just a funny little guy. I love the live twins. They're just fun. They're VTubers like me. She's just like me for real. Is this Underworld Goddess of the Closed World? I can't tell. I think it is. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, by the way, is a very nice card. I like the way it's designed, and I particularly like that it can get rid of Crooked Cook. So Crooked Cook is worthless. And of course, Dragon Maids. Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning. Many early Yu-Gi-Oh players will remember this card. As soon as the Chaos Era, well, you could call it that. As soon as the Chaos Era began, this card was pretty fucking good. Obviously, Chaos Emperor Dragon takes the spotlight a lot, but in limited formats, Envoy of the Beginning is actually better. But yeah, just extremely powerful card. Really cool design. Well, not really cool design as far as card design goes, just art design. Like, look at him. Elemental Hero Sparkman. This is the alternate art of Sparkman that I think was made for like Astro Phoenix's version of Sparkman. But either way, really cool. Just a nice action pose instead of the usual design of him. Yeah, a pretty cool one. And looks like that's all she wrote. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I liked looking at your cards that you liked. I like talking about my Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon and all the cards that you like too. But I think that's about it for me for this video. I hope you had a fantastic time watching. If you like this video, tell me in the comments and I'll make more like this. We can make all of the Twitter threads that you desire, and we can make content out of every single one of them. Additionally, if you like this video, why don't you go ahead and give it a like, maybe a share, maybe a subscribe? If you like my content, that's a really good way to help me that doesn't cost a dime. However, if you do want to cost a dime, you can head on over to my Patreon, which you can find in the description, or you can find my tip link in my card. Either way, you can help support the channel monetarily by giving up a little bit of your hard-earned cash to give it to me for all the work I did in reading a Twitter thread. Isn't that nice? Isn't capitalism lovely? But no, if you do, I would really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support I get. Additionally, if you cannot afford to do so, please don't do so. I'll be fine, I promise. As usual. Gotta get the disclaimer in there. With that said, I think that's about it. Yeah. Make sure you check out all the recommendations that are going to pop up on the screen for playlists and stuff that you can watch. And I'll catch ya on the flip side. And by that I mean the next video that I make, or the next stream that I do, whichever one comes first that you happen to be at. Alright. Now that I'm done being meta, I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.